Greetings, YouTube. Yesterday was just crazy with drama and anger and justice, depending on what side you were on. I had my popcorn ready, so I feel like I was on both sides. As somebody commented, I feel like there's more drama in this community than in Infinity War, and I can't say that I disagree. Plus, Infinity War was just a couple hours long, and let me tell you, the drama, especially after yesterday, is far longer. But kind of lost among the drama and the videos I made discussing kind of the pros and cons. And there really needs to be a separate video that I'll make at some point about the poor people in the Platinum and Gold alliances, especially, that now have to go up against these docked alliances with their crazy stacked roster. It's kind of like if you play a video game and you go from like the hardest difficulty, like I used to play Madden. It's like going from all Madden to like rookie, where you have these people who are just going to absolutely destroy any alliance they go up against, and the other alliance doesn't stand a chance. And that's really one of the unintended consequences of docking the top alliances and making them go against others. But, you know, I don't know what to do. A lot of people are saying the best solution, and maybe the easiest solution, is actually not to lower any of their rating. It's just to not give them any rewards when Alliance War season is over, and that makes sense, but also Kabam doesn't benefit as much monetarily from that system, and so they're not likely to do it. But enough about that. I want to talk about the My Little Symbiote event, because this thing, very much like My Little Pony, which is quite the strange sentence, though I've had people message me saying, I loved My Little Pony, Prof. Huff, and I'm like, good for you. I guess that means you like to horse around more than the average person. I don't know. But this is really exciting for one major reason, and that's I personally will most likely never, at least in this stage in the game, save enough Tier 5 basics to have a rank 2 6-star. And my 6 stars aren't great. They're not terrible. Drax and Storm, Proxima Midnight, and Nightcrawler. Certainly that's a much better roster than my friend Dooley Ray, who just awakened his Deadpool X-Force. Pray for Dooley Ray. But in the meantime, what's really exciting about this announcement is that even though you're starting out with the equivalent of a 1-star symbiote, you will have the opportunity, especially for those of you at level 40 and above, to raise this symbiote to Super Saiyan 5 levels. I don't even know if that's a thing, right? The max Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan, I got lost on what the max is now. Every time I thought it was maxed, it got raised. But I know there are people out there who are watching this who know the answer to this, because you are DBZ nerds and I love you. All right, so a group of intelligent symbiotes have found the battle realm, blah, blah, blah. What you need to know about this is that regular ISO 8 and Catalyst have no effect on the symbioids, but you can use the Clintar Catalysts to significantly boost the power of your summoned symbiote. But that's not all. Utilize the strands you collect to purchase symbiotic enhancements. Symbiotic enhancements are boosts that can only be applied to the summoned symbiote and will only work in the event quest. And I have covered quite a few of those in my last video that I did a couple of days ago with the data mining information on this. But I do think it's really interesting to note that they're going to introduce a new level of challenge, which I think it's not going to be Labyrinth of Legends difficult, but it's definitely going to be at least Realm of Legends difficult. At least that's what I expect. You've got to keep in mind that the uncollected, like Trial of the King and MODOK's Lab, you're facing a row of enemies that range anywhere from 18,000 to about 25,000 PI, and I would expect these enemies to maybe range from like 28,000 to 40,000 PI. Which is definitely not going to be easy, and it could be as much as 50,000, who knows. But that would signify the harder difficulty level than we're used to seeing in the typical uncollected, which will be changed to epic for the purpose of giving summoners who are not yet uncollected but are at level 40 and above the opportunity to do this content. And I think that's a really great move for Kabam, because it gives the average summoner that hasn't become uncollected yet the opportunity to give them their money. Because, as it says, this is not going to be easy. Many will try, and many will fail, which coincidentally is also Kabam's marketing strategy for the summer when they tried to fix the game, because many tried and many failed. Hashtag lag continues. Do not get attached to the symbiote. Oh no, this is like a Tamagotchi gigapet. Anybody out there remember gigapets? That's a reference for people who are definitely over the age of 25. While you might find yourself getting attached to your guest, the symbiote is not yours to keep due to their unique physiology. The symbiote cannot stay within the battle realm forever. When the event ends, you'll be able to sell your summoned symbiote and receive a keepsake title in return. Screw titles, Kabam. Screw them. Until you can actually get bonus items with them, they mean nothing, and my guess is badges will probably be as worthless as well, but I hope I'm wrong and you get something for them, because if you don't, I could care less. All right, epic difficulty level 40. We accomplished this. Really, my biggest takeaway from this announcement, and this is something that you just want to highlight, you want to circle. As I said, I will never save the tier 5 basics needed to rank up a 6-star to rank 2. You need 3 of them, one more than a 565 5-star. And because there are so many OP 5-stars out there, from Blade to even, people like Corvus and Void, who, yes, they've been introduced as 6-stars, but the chance to awaken a Void, unless you're one or two people I've seen out there, close to 0 right now as a 6-star. So, someone like me, who has no chance of ranking up a 6-star anytime soon, or really any interest, can have the power to wield not only a champion that is a 6-star rank 2 level 35 equivalent, but actually one that, according to this Kabam post, is roughly 30% higher in stats. Now that, quite frankly, is badass. Symbiotic enhancements, we've mentioned above, boosts that can only be applied to summon symbiote. I really wonder if there's going to be any synergy teams with this guy, or if it's just going to be a unique, no synergy, just this champ only. But wouldn't it be cool if, people got this guy and then the rest of their team just sucked, and they're used to putting out maybe rank 5 4-stars, and all of a sudden you've got a rank 2 6-star? That's just so awesome. That kind of power. But I do believe that it's not going to be like Gwenpool at the movies level easy. Some people have said, Prof, it's going to be totally OP. We're going to bring this guy in and just going to wreck content easily. I don't buy that. I think that this person will help you clear content, but there are still going to be so much BS nodes and such high player index on the enemies that you're really just going to wonder why. But hopefully the rewards will be worth it. This is certainly going to be challenging. And man, we are not going to go through all of these, because that would be a 40-minute video. Beware of Alliance Wars. Also an interesting post. The summoned symbiote does not like Alliance Wars. Who besides us can say that? And Alliance Wars do not like him. Well, fine, Alliance Wars, you be that way. Throughout the length of my Little Symbiote event, still such an awkward title, Alliance Wars will feature a global buff that will deter summoners from bringing their symbiote in as either an attacker or defender. The summoned symbiote only like quests. Very awkward phrasing, but Dragon Ball Z analogy, for those of you out there that can appreciate, it's like going from Super Saiyan Goku to Krillin. I'm guessing that's the power level. So yeah, I'm fascinated by this. Give Kabam credit. We have nothing to compare this to. There are, besides the Trial of the King events that we are thinking about doing in terms of the separate side quests. This is brand new. This is something that they've been working on. And I also do want to say, yes, the lag is still a huge issue. For some people, overheating is still an issue. But we have had very few emergency maintenances that have affected the game like they did last month. And I think that I don't want it to be a case where, as a YouTuber, I complain about the emergency maintenances when they happen, but I don't admit it when they don't happen, if that makes any sense. So I just wanted to say, as a small token of appreciation, Kabam has done a much better job this month of not bringing those maintenance to the contest, and I'm thankful for that. It looks like they finally hired all of those job openings that they lost over the summer. So My Little Pony meets My Little Symbiote, and who knows? Can you customize the color? Can you customize the dress? This video is getting real weird, so I should probably end it pretty soon. I'm excited. I think it's going to be cool. I'll be starting this event in New York City at New York Comic-Con, so I don't know how much of it I'll actually get to talk about until I get back to Oklahoma. But I'm looking forward to discussing it with other content creators, other YouTubers, just people who are going to be there to hang out with. I hope I can meet as many of you as possible because it is truly an honor to be able to produce content for you. So thanks for watching. I'm pumped. Are you pumped? Comment below. Let me know. And until next time, good luck in all aspects of Marvel Contest of Champions.